Why ancient wisdom chose stillness over speed. We live in the fastest time in human history. Everything moves quickly. Information, work, messages, decisions. Yet, strangely, most people feel more tired than ever. Not physically tired, but mentally exhausted. Thousands of years ago, ancient thinkers noticed something we are only rediscovering today. They believed that speed was not power, stillness was. This might sound strange to a modern mind, because today, speed is celebrated. Faster results, faster growth, faster life. But ancient wisdom saw speed differently. They understood that energy is limited, attention is fragile, and a restless mind slowly destroys itself. They were not slow because they lacked ambition. They were slow because they understood precision. When you move too fast, you leak energy. When you pause, energy gathers. Stillness was not a spiritual ritual. It was a survival strategy. Ancient traditions taught that the body listens to the mind, and the mind listens to silence. When the mind is constantly stimulated, it becomes noisy. When it becomes noisy, clarity disappears. That is why they valued stillness. Not because life was easy back then. Life was harsh. Resources were limited. Survival was uncertain. Yet they knew something we forget. A calm mind sees danger early. A restless mind reacts too late. They observed that most mistakes happen in haste. Most regrets are born from speed. Stillness allowed them to see clearly, to act with intention, not impulse. Today, we call it burnout. They called it imbalance. Modern science now confirms what ancient wisdom quietly practiced. The nervous system cannot stay in constant alert mode. The brain cannot process endless stimulation without cost. Dopamine fatigue, anxiety, decision paralysis. These are modern names for an old problem. Too much movement, too little stillness. Ancient wisdom was not about escaping the world. It was about engaging with it wisely. They did not avoid action. They delayed reaction. Stillness gave them power over their impulses, over fear, over distraction. In a noisy world, silence was their advantage. Stillness sharpened perception. It preserved energy. It protected attention. They understood that when the mind is still, even small actions become powerful. Today, we mistake movement for progress, busyness for importance, noise for meaning. But stillness has always been misunderstood. It looks unproductive to those addicted to motion. It feels uncomfortable to those afraid of their own thoughts. Yet, stillness is where awareness begins. It is where clarity forms, where intention replaces urgency. Ancient wisdom never asked people to slow down forever. It taught them when to stop, because only those who know how to pause, know how to move in the right direction. Stillness was never spiritual luxury. It was practical intelligence, and perhaps, in a world that never stops moving, stillness is not falling behind. It is seeing ahead.